to excel, and somehow you fail. Don't give up the fight. Let Christ in your life and just push on ahead. Believe what He said, that I will not leave you alone. Be strong.
I want to first thank Sister Courtney and this congregation for giving me this opportunity. I feel so delighted and so honored. To the 10th Ave Church of Christ, thank you guys, the hosting congregation. I do want to thank my sisters that have come with me. Amen. Shumay. It's so good to see familiar faces. But even though now I know quite a few of you guys, so I feel at home. I do feel at home. I bring greetings from the Shumay Street Church of Christ. Brother Tony Heron is the minister there. That's my husband. As I prepare for this thing, a city that cannot be hid, I had to ask myself first, Tarsha, are you holding out your light? You know, so many times we get up, we go to work, we go to school, we get the kids out, we do the husband thing, we do the wife thing, you know, the wife thing, but we tend to forget our purpose. So my question was to myself first, Tarsha, are you holding out your light? In this day and time, this thing was much needed, because right now you can do anything you want to do. Men marrying men, women marrying women. We can go, it's so many denominational churches now. It's more now than it's ever been. And they put them up anywhere and everywhere. We can do whatever we want to do and think we're going to heaven. But my question is, sisters, where is the church? Church of Christ, where you at? Because with all this denomination, we should be our first line defense. We should be there first. I have to give it to my lady that stood up for not giving those marriages to the gay people. I said, go ahead on, girl. Do your thing. Because that's what we should be, standing on what God has said. What's the purpose? I have asked myself this question. What's the purpose of our Ladies' Day Conference? What's the purpose of our Ladies' Retreats? What's the purpose of our Ladies' Day program? What's our purpose? To let our light shine. Amen. This morning, sisters, are you holding out your light? You know, it's easy to hold out the light, like Sister Shatava was saying, when things are going great. When you're living the life and you're prospering, it's easy to hold out the light. You can shine through that because there ain't no purpose. But what are we doing through our trials, through our tribulation? When the husband walks up, he packs up and leave you. What are we doing? Are we still shining? What do we do when that sister that you thought was your friend stabbed you in the back? Are we holding out our light? Are we still shining? What are we doing when the boss on the job mistreats us? Are we still holding out our light? You know, it's easy to let the light shine when things are going the way it's supposed to go. But the point is, are we holding out our light when it's not? Are we holding out our light when things are just not the right way yet? Are we holding out our light when we're struggling and we're trying to make a living and everything seems to be hitting us at one time? Are we holding out our light still through the trials, through the tribulation? Now, in order for us to see what that light is, let's see. Light is the illumination that makes seeing possible. Let's repeat that. It's the illumination that makes seeing possible. Light. So now, you're supposed to see, right? Because we are holding out our light. We see and it's possible. So when the doctor says you got 6 months to live, you don't get over here and wallow in it. You hold out your light because you can see the possibility. We got God on our side, sisters. We're supposed to see the possibilities. When the doctor come in and say you got 6 months to live and you dying from prostate cancer, I'm going to use the meme since we don't want none of it here. You got 6 months to live with prostate cancer. You can see. That sister hit her knees for her husband and say, Lord, we're going to shine through this because we see the possibility. Throughout the scriptures, Light is a symbol of goodness, truth, God's price he paid for us. It can be a symbol of purity. Now, in order for light, you know, there's always the opposite. We do have some darkness. That darkness is sin, error, loss. Now, we must be honest. At one point in our life, we all have walked in darkness. We all have walked in darkness. But you know, I'm so glad that God gave us these examples of people also that walked in darkness but came out to the light. And what better man to look at than David? David was a man of God's own heart. He let his light shine through his trials, his tribulation, his pain. He was chosen by God. So what better man to look at than David? This morning, no matter how bad we're going through, that's what it says to me is, no matter how bad what we're going through, no matter how much wrong we're doing, our light can still shine if we just give it to God. That brings us to Psalms 27:1. My topic was, the Lord is the light of my salvation. Whom shall I fear? He's the strength of my life. Whom shall I be afraid? The psalmist is saying, I believe in God no matter what. I have the confidence, no matter what, of God's presence. So this morning, I want to focus on three things: the confidence, the protection, and the weight. In your confidence, the Lord is my light. See, that's personal. He's my light. He's my salvation. Confidence is feeling better. It's feeling of belief that you can do anything and go through anything and succeed at something no matter what. Sisters, when we have confidence, we depend solely on God. Ephesians 3:12, in whom we have boldness and access with confidence by the faith of him. Wherefore I desire that ye faint not in my tribulations, for which you are glory. When you have confidence, you know your light gonna shine behind the cancer, behind the problems. You got confidence that my God got my back. Amen. Hebrews 10:35. Sister Ray, what does it say?
Cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise.
See, that confidence puts us at doing his will, because we know we got a better reward on the other side. That confidence we need, it begins by believing that God, all things is possible with God. That's Luke 1:37. Sisters, I have confidence that we can save the world. That's what the Church of Christ is supposed to do. We're supposed to save the world. I have that confidence. We got to come together to do it. But I have that confidence that we can do this, y'all. God is the most powerful body. We are the most powerful body because we walk in his image. We can save the world. We can move mountains. We can sit on the top. That city that cannot be hid, we're there. We're there. But we got to do it together. In your confidence, we walk by faith. So that's the thing with our confidence. Your confidence tells what your faith is. Kendra, 2 Corinthians 5:7-8 says,
For we walk by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord.
See, walking by faith, we have confidence. Sisters, our confidence is driven by our faith. Our faith is driven by our confidence. You know, denomination, we talk about denomination, but the thing about denomination people, they really walk out on faith. They build $10 million buildings. They build them. They don't set up in storefronts. They walk out on faith. They take their world, they go out there and sell you all them sandwiches. They help build, put a roof on their building, which a lot of y'all support them. Don't say you don't. But they have the confidence that Church of Christ, we got it. We got it. But we don't walk it. Y'all, confidence. We got to walk by faith, not by sight. The seeing is possible. Are we confident that God is the light of our salvation? Whom shall we fear? When we trust in God, we don't have to fear anything or anyone. Because God protects us. The protection is the state of being kept from harm or lost. Don't that word sound familiar? We here to go to heaven and not lost. God protects us from being lost. Excuse me, y'all. We should not be afraid to stand and shout on the mountaintop, because God is your protection. So when you tell people that you are in the one true church, don't be scared. He got your life. That's our problem. We don't feel protected, but God got us. When we stand up and say, preach the one truth, the one word, the one body, God got this right. He's going to protect us. Even if it means your life.
Amen.
Hey, I'd rather die in the Lord than die and go to hell. Any day.
Amen.
Psalms 59:1 says, deliver me from my enemies. Oh my God, defend me from them that rise up against me. The writer is saying, protect me from my enemies. Zechariah 9:15, the Lord of hosts shall defend them that shall devour. Isaiah 31 says, the Lord of hosts defends Jerusalem. Sisters, when God is on your side, it doesn't matter how many men on the other side is out there to get you. It doesn't matter how many men in that army. God is protecting you. You cannot fail.
Amen.
He don't need many. He don't need 1,000 soldiers. That's been proven in the Bible. We got examples of that. No man knows that better than David. David's enemy was after him and was right. David was put in a place to get his enemy.
That's right.
Tell me God can't make the enemies your footstool.
Right.
David says he knows God can make his enemies his footstool. So sisters, let your light shine. Don't be afraid to stand up. Don't be afraid to stand up for God. He is your protection. Don't be afraid to testify what God has done for you. Hold out your light. Don't sit on your light, because there is plenty of work to do. Our work is in the waiting period. You know, sometimes we sit here because you've been a Christian for 60 years and think you don't want to do nothing else because you don't paid your debt. Your work is not done. Until God takes your breath, you still got work to do. You are not a pew sitter. You still got work to do. Sisters, the wait is participating in the Ladies' Day programs, the ladies' conferences, the ladies' retreat, making those events part of your purpose. Let's park here for a minute, because I asked the question earlier, why do we have these events? You know, sometimes, looking at the crowd, just by quick hands, 25 to 40, 50, ages, 25 to 50.
I'm 21. Yeah, in your dreams.
Okay.
Your dreams.
Look around the room. Keep your hands up, sisters. Look around the room. I like to tell my sisters at home, we are the future church. But look how many of us in here. Yeah. The sister, how old are you, if you don't mind? 68.
Amen.
But y'all, now, and I ain't saying I want my sister to go, but we all know we must go.
Yes.
And when our older sisters leave us, 25 to 50, where are we at? What is the church going to be like when it comes down to it? Because our pillow stones are leaving. The ones that's going to participate and do, they're leaving us. So why do we have these conferences? Why do we have these retreats? We're supposed to be doing this so we can go back and help bring all those other sisters that won't participate to come to help build us up to get stronger to work for the Lord and let our light shine. That's the purpose of these retreats. It's not about the most popular speaker.
That's right.
It's not about the money. It's not about you trying to see, can I get the best preacher down here? It's about the work of the Lord. And that's what we have lost. We have lost the work of the Lord. No, we just do it now. It's a routine. But I tell my sisters all the time, at my prayer nights, all the older sisters, they're there. But when I look around the room, I'm going to be there by myself. When all them die. Because it ain't nobody else there.
Wow.
We can't build a church like that.
Wow.
And you know what? I did this the end of last year. And I've lost one of my sisters already since I did that. Because what I told my sisters that stood up with me, it was about 8 of us. See this crowd here? This is the future church. Those ladies out there are going to be gone one day. She was the one that's gone.
Wow.
Sisters, we got to get it together.
Amen.
We got to start letting our light shine. And we got to pull our young. That 25, I don't know why 25 through 35 think they supposed to not do nothing.
Well.
There is still a job for you to do.
Amen.
Sisters, Paul says in Galatians 6:9, let us not be weary in well doing. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Sisters, when the work seems discouraging, don't get in the wait period. Get in the work period. Keep your eyes on the prize. Because at the end of it all, we are here for the Lord, and that prize is a greater reward. I want to go to heaven, and I ain't just saying that. I really want to go to heaven. Because one thing about it, honey, I don't like the heat. And I'm telling you, when it's hot in the clothes, just imagine your soul just burning. I don't think we can even really imagine that. And you know, we say all the time, we gone today, we here today, gone tomorrow. But nobody really thinks about that. You are literally here today. And that seat be gone tomorrow.
That's right.
Shayla the psalmist reads 37:7-9 for me.
Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off.
Yes, sir.
But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
Yes, sir. That's it, y'all. Get out the wait and get in the word. Living faith knows God will act. You know God will act when you walking by faith.
Yes, sir.
God will deal with them, the ones that don't want him. He gonna deal with the evil. But he wants us to do the work. Because at the end of the day, we trying to inherit the promise.
Yes.
Titus 1:16 says they claim to know God. They claim to know God, but their actions deny him. They are detestable, disobedient, and unfit for doing any good work. The writer in Luke 12:35 is saying, be ready for the work and keep your lights burning. The Hebrew writer says, Galatians 6:10, God does not forget our work we do in his name. See, that's the good part about it. See, getting that degree over there, going to see Brother Obama, President Obama, God ain't done that. But this work in his name, this is what God is writing in the book. He don't care about your bachelor's, your associates, and hey, that's good to get because I'm working on mine. But at the end of the day, we can't forget the prize.